It's the Clash of Clans Worlds Warmup playoffs. Navi and Synchronic Gaming are in the grand finals. The winner will be taking home $10,000 in this $30,000 prize pool. Good luck.
So this war could definitely go either way, and it's gonna be Gaku starting us off here in our grand finals. We got rocket balloons. Minion Prince does have the angry jelly on him. Warden setting up the fireball early right into the monolith, right onto the multi-archer tower, and he gets some nice value for this Warden. Now he's going to be able to walk through here. He does have the flame flinger on the bottom. Everything's set up really nicely so far, Carbon.
Yeah, with that Warden taking out the value down south, Flame Flinger also going to continue. Look at this Flame Flinger value. It can move into the Ricochet Cannon towards the Spitter and get that down. But where is this Warden going to go after the Sword? Okay, he's going left. Potentially we'll maybe want to leave that Warden solo, because we've seen sometimes they've dropped some heroes with them, but when they've dropped heroes like Queen and King with a Warden, it's typically trying to go for the percentage and not necessarily for that full 3-star, because it can get some high percent, but pushing into the defensive King, and still will have the King and Queen of his own to deploy.
Gaku attacked first in the first matchup here, and he had an 87% 2-star using the rocket balloons. But also, we've seen this base previously. It actually was 1-starred by Fluxy using the same strategy with the failed fireball. So this base is giving the fireball strategy a little bit of issues, but we saw Gaku go with the early fireball, so not having some issues there. This Flame Flinger is just doing a great job on the bottom, but this Warden is under so much fire, but he manages it well, and everything is going smoothly so far. I don't think Gaku's got any 1-star issues. Everything's looking really well for him so far.
Don't jinx it just yet. We still have to push our way through. We have the Anger Jelly on that Minion Prince to be deployed, and only a minute 10 seconds left. So he's got to get moving in this attack. Otherwise, time is ticking as this Warden continues. Rocket Loon to the Wizard Tower to the right side. Flame Flinger will finally now open up as that defending Queen is there, and out comes Super Minions to take her right down pretty quickly, as still has to deploy the King, Queen, Minion Prince, and a handful of rocket loons.
Is getting some rocket loons in there, tanking, making sure there's no seeking air mines for the Minion Prince, who's actually going to spend just a little bit on this tornado. Pop his ability. Metal Pants will actually protect him from one seeking air mine. He's got a Headhunter coming over, but this Minion Prince has got to get the Town Hall. Invest the Invis. Headhunter's coming over for the Warden now. Warden's going to go down from the Headhunter. Rocket balloons to take down the Town Hall, and this thing has gone a little bit sideways. It was looking very strong, but that one Headhunter taking out the Warden is a big issue here for Gaku. King's up top with the Golem, but he is running out of forces really quickly on this one. Queen's now in, but there's only 10 seconds, and he's at 75%.
I know, and he pops the Queen ability now, but now that's it. Time is gone, and it's a 77%.
No. We've seen Einstein have the highest hit rate for them. He did miss in this first match, but he's still shooting at a 50% hit rate using the rocket balloons. This seems to be his favorite strategy. Rocket balloons with the fireball, which we've seen be so powerful and be able to run up some really nice percent. He failed with a 93% against Navi in their first matchup. Let's see what he can do here. Doing a great job setting up the pathing for that Flame Flinger up top. Ice Golem pops. Gotta keep an eye on those skellies though.
Did deploy the Ice Golem out in front. The Fire Spirits didn't kill all those skellies. Hopefully the Archer can one-shot them slowly. There he goes. Now the balloon off to the left. Another Ice Golem deployed up top. Looks like it's making its way off to the multi-arch shot, but the Minion Prince now will pick off that Flame Flinger. Super Minions working through it, but Invis, and something to... No way! I saw by his reaction that a Tesla must have popped, and it did right there, and a fireball goes to the outside, and now it's about recovery. Can he get above the 77? That's what Gaku got in his attack.
Wow, it's so unfortunate, and you saw his immediate reaction. The Warden Walk Fireball was baited with the one Tesla over there, and we've seen that happen multiple times throughout the tournament. He's still fine here. He was looking to get that whole the whole Scattershot Rage Tower area taken out, but instead he's going to have to fight through it. It's going to make this Warden charge just a little bit tougher, but if he manages this fine, and it looks like he should. The queen's going to pull the warden with her down to the bottom. He can still run this up to some really nice percent here. A lot of time left, about a minute and a half left on the attack, and a lot of force still remaining, with the king being deployed on the bottom to funnel the queen and the warden towards that town hall now.
With the royal champions to deploy, wall breaker opens up the wall to get the queen into the town hall. Now it's king versus king as his earthquake boots are activated. Queen's gonna have to burn her ability, but look at the monolith. It is still there behind that town hall. Can't reach it unless he was able to wall break through, but the king's earthquake boots are already gone. He earthquakes the right side for the royal champion since he couldn't really earthquake the fireball since it was sent to the outside. So he's needing to get above a 77. Can he get that mark to be above what Navi did? If he can't, then Navi will have the lead after the first attack.
Man, things are fading a little bit here, but he does have the royal champion working through the middle. Oh my goodness, she gets obliterated between the fire spitter and the scatter shot, excuse me. She just got absolutely ate alive, and both these teams struggling right out the gate here. 71%. He's got to try to get as close to 77 as possible, but he's not going to be able to get there. It's going to be 73. I don't see any more buildings. It looks like 73 will be the number. And Navi, after the big fail from Gaku, actually hold a 4% advantage.
Now it's Klaus's turn. Going to the ground with the Root Riders. Does have that recall for the royal champion. Let's see if he can get the value to recall and pull her back. But keep your eye on the Spirit Fox. Will he be able to protect the Spirit Fox and recall both of them?
Yeah, that's a big factor in here, and it's so tough to do, especially with the nerf to the Invis. Remember, it's just a quarter of a second, but that quarter of a second leaves those the Spirit Fox and the Royal Champion exposed for just that long, so they can just take a little bit of damage. He's going to use an Invis to push her back into the monolith. She's going to be able to take this monolith down, no issues here. Really needs a high percentage. Using another Invis to push her right into the middle of the base. She's going to pop her ability as well. He's doing a really good job managing the Spirit Charge so far, but he's running out of invisibilities. Fox is still hanging on though, Carbon.
Yeah, RC is invisible, and he's taken a full advantage of the invisibility of the Spirit Fox, and wow, he was able to get that RC all the way into the core and pull it back without the Spirit Fox dying. So now later, the RC can utilize that ability as the log launcher coming through the top side with the king and queen. But look at this, from the opposite side of the town hall. And all I'm seeing is a 1-star potential here if that town hall is not locked onto.
Klaus's heart might actually break if he 1-starred again against Synchronic. He's got all of his army still to go essentially here, with the king and queen getting stuck up top there fighting the enemy king. Those fire spitters are doing so much work, but the queen has basically full health. Here come all the roots from the right side with the royal champion redeployed. He's got a straight path through this base. He's just got to keep everything working here. He also has those 8 super barbarians that can help out on the backside of the base that looks really, really deadly. Ice Golems out of the clan castle will slow things down. That's going to allow those fire spitters to get even more shots on this queen. Town hall falls, so no 1-star risk, but he's still got a lot of heavy defenses.
Well, look at this with the freeze on the backside. It was a brilliant warden and heal to protect these healers through the Root Riders, making their way through the backside. Super Barb's down south. He's got an invis, and Klaus is looking to try to deliver these Root Riders to the backside into this multi and the minion prince. As long as he takes the multi down, he does have to kill the minion prince. That goes down, and Klaus gets the 3-star here, putting pressure onto Synchronic. Synchronic can deliver when the pressure's on, and we're seeing the invisibility file with that queen, and this is kind of looking like an attack that Navi did against Elevate. And let's see, dropping Skellies on the bottom side with a Yeti out in front to try to help set a funnel. RC will then charge in. No, it's a Angry Jelly first with the queen to charge into the compartment, and then the RC can come after that.
Navi ran this base against Elevate, and I believe it was Leo had a little bit of an issue against it, if I recall right. So this base has been seen, but let's see if Philip can break it and get through here. I believe it was also dragons used against this base, and it was a really low percentage attack. Town Hall is going to go ahead and fall along with that merge multi-tower. Royal Champions in there working. He doesn't have a recall, so the Royal Champion's just gonna have to work her way through here with these invises. But with 8 more invises, 7 now, he can really run up the percent and really run down some of these defenses.
Yeah, the Royal Champion with the ability now can get a lot of value into the core. Giga Bomb is there, will probably trigger it, and then Invis, where's she go? Oh, there's the, okay. Takes some damage, but continues through a bomb tower. Will she, oh, she's getting pulled down south to the ground. Expo not going to the other scatter. That would be very helpful if she's able to make her way to the scatter. Invis again. We still have 2 more Invis. Okay, scatter should go down. Continue to the bomb tower. And then not much left there on the backside, but you still have to push through with 8 dragons and 7 rocket loons.
Yeah, but it's never a given. Even though this base is super thinned out, we've seen these attacks still fail. Minion Prince up in there. You still got the enemy Royal Champion and they're defending, and the King can really cause an issue, although the King's away from any real damage, so the King shouldn't be an issue. But all the dragons are going in here now. He's got the Minion Prince as well. The big key part here will be the bottom, where he's got that monolith and that multi-archer tower defending with all of those storages. If he can get through that, he should be pretty smooth through here. 1 minute is still quite a bit of time, but he needs some cleanup, and he has no cleanup, Carbon. He's got nothing to work through all these storages on the bottom. If he had a couple minions working right there, that'd be really nice.
He's got henchmen, though, out in front. Baby Dragon can access the cleanup to the right. Rocket Loons are trying to move through. The Minion Prince is going to clear the bottom side, while Dragons are pulling Air Skelly straight into the core of this base, and they are going to have to take that down. But they're getting pushed back by the Sweeper, and that is not helpful, as with only 34 seconds left, I feel like this multi-arch tower down south will be quite a bit of an issue. Yes, that Minion Prince will come back to life, but time is not on his side.
Time is going to be the factor, and I think he knows that 20 seconds, he needed just a minion, he needed a wizard, he needed something on these storages just to take him down. But it's ultimately going to be a time fail here for Philip, and Synchronic are going to fall behind in Navi. Can Navi do the unthinkable and force the bracket reset? Remember, they have to win twice against Synchronic here. So winning once does not give them the championships. They have to take them down twice.
Bayada is indeed next, and he's got a super giant. Yeah, just throw a super giant in the mix. Okay, I'm wondering what the plan is to toss a super giant in for your attack.
Yeah, remember those super giants will deal a little bit of extra damage to the walls, but with the walls being open, that's not going to matter. I think it's just going to be more of a factor of just providing a little bit of tanking for that King. He's got the Royal Champion working on the top side now as well for that Spirit Charge. He's got a ton of invisibilities, and he can really push her deep inside this base. Keep an eye on the Wizard Tower. She's going to go past the Wizard Tower. He puts a Baby Dragon on it to deal with that, and the Merge defense is now taken care of. That one can really deal out some nasty damage. Look at the Clan Castle, though. We got a couple of Headhunters along with a couple Ice Golems. That could always be tough to deal with as well. Expo's going to go down, and now he's going to go over to the Ricochet Cannon and the Fire Spitter next. This Royal Champion's doing a great time charging, but we've seen, even with a good charge, the Dragons can still struggle.
Yeah, they need the assistance of spells, as we have the Royal Champ continuing away towards the Town Hall. There is the ability, so he's going to be able to path her directly to the Town Hall, so won't have to worry about that in the attack, as the Town Hall is going down. No more invis, so he invested every single invis for this charge of the Royal Champion. Does she also get the multi-arch tower? No, it stays up, but he still has the Clan Castle, which the Blimp, or he can switch it up to a Stone Slammer if he so chooses.
Yeah, I think he might go Blimp from the top side, maybe into the scatter. No, actually, the very top into the multi-compartment there. Or, okay, yeah, I was gonna say, or is he gonna try to go even farther into the Fire Spitter, but he's gonna drop it right up there in the multi. Should have no issue taking that out. The Dragons are working, but that Fire Spitter is a big factor. Look at that Fire Spitter, Carbon. It's taking these Dragons out left and right. It's a real factor on the stack. Minion Prince takes a Seeking Air Mine. He does not have ability. The Seeking Air Mine catches the rocket balloons right there, and he needs a little bit of cleanup. He's got a couple archers. He can put those archers up top on the pet house, but he's got to get through the middle of this base, and that Minion Prince defending with the Giga Bomb and the Inferno could be a big factor here. He's got a lot of Dragons and a full Warden, near full Warden. Let's see if he can finish this base off here.
He dropped that Rocket Loon to try to pull any traps to help try to protect the dragons even more. But there's a Seeking Air Mine. He's moving through. He's liking it. And Yada's looking to deliver another 3-star here for Navi and wants to force that bracket reset and try to claim the first place title, which includes $10,000. So now 2 triples for Navi. Synchronic needs to get at least 2 triples to tie, but then a possible 3rd triple depending on percentage of the remaining attacks. But now Leo needs to triple. We still have General X, Leo here, and then Mark still to attack. So if Leo triples, they still have a chance to get 3 total triples, but we haven't seen that once on different bases. We've seen it when it was run the same time in a war, because then you can bring the same attack, but in one that's been different bases, it's the most has been 12 stars.
It's an uphill battle, man. It's going to be very, very tough. We've seen a good handful of 12-star wars, but getting that 13-star is definitely difficult. Leo's working in here. Navi's bases are looking really strong. I like what I'm seeing from them, both on offense and defense. Oh, look at that, Carbon. He set off the Giga Bomb right before he recalled and then got her out of there before she took any damage. That was a beautiful play. Skeleton Spell is now in to protect the Queen from that defense along with the King here. The Frost Mites will go ahead and help slow things down. And now all the roots are going to make their way towards the Town Hall. He's got a strong push here, but so much base remaining. A lot can happen on this attack, but I really like his opener so far.
Yeah, the balloons are out in front, pushing his way towards this Town Hall. There's a Rage, and then a Warden ability could be used to help protect the... There it is. Oh, he goes Minion Prince ability first. Still hanging on to the Warden. He really wants to wait till later in the attack so that he can try to have these Root Riders stay alive and the healers heal up. But nope, he's waiting. He's patient. Now, finally. Oh, okay. You know, he pops the Warden ability after the RC pops her Hog Riders so the Hogs could get going.
Yeah, that's a great play right there. That Fire Spinner was dealing so much damage. I was worried that it was going to pop that too late, but the healers are doing a good job keeping those roots up. But man, those Fire Spinners do so much damage. Now the Minion Prince gets locked onto by the Monolith. Has to use an Invis there so he doesn't lose the Minion Prince. Still might lose the Minion Prince. He does. Minion Prince goes to Phoenix here. A lot of this base is gone. He needs something to go over and get this Monolith down. Minion Prince is going to go over there, but the Phoenix is going to fade on him. Now the Phoenix is going to go down. RC's working. The Queen's still got ability, but I think Leo's run out of gas here. That Monolith is shutting this attack down.
Unfortunate there. Yeah, he tried to wait very late for the Warden ability, but the defensive clan castle, the Ice Golems, stalled him up and didn't allow him to continue to push through this base. And those defenses, man, the new geared up cannon, you have that geared up Archer Tower, you have the Spitters, and then especially when you pair it in defensive rage spells, nasty. Unfortunately, Leo's not going to get it. He is bringing up the percentage, which means that there's still a chance. Even though might be a slim chance, but it's still there for Synchronic. Granted, if Synchronic lose, they still have another shot. We got 10 invis. The dragons are selected, and he wants to get that value with his royal champion. Of course, that haste file on her to really protect. Henchman onto the Minion Prince. And the classic approach with that royal champion into the core.
Yeah, starting off with the battle blimp also early. It looks like he might shove the royal champion in between the king and the battle blimp, which is normally what we tend to see when both of those are deployed so early. He can really get some nice value with 10 invises, but also 2 rage spells. A lot of times we're seeing all the spells be committed to the royal champion charge. He does have this wizard tower. He might have to make that invisible. I think she should go inside. No, she's going to the wizard tower. This could be trouble, Carbon. I think he's intending, okay, she's going to come back. He's going to invis to be safe, but she's going to come back where he's intending her to go.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's going to have to encounter the poison spell tower. He's going to encounter the Giga Bomb and like a giant bomb and stuff.
Ooh. She's
going down. And there it is. Bye-bye, RC. 5 invis is still left for her. So he wanted to get at RC to get way more value, and unfortunately not able to do that. Dropping 2 baby dragons. I think he wanted that RC also to include that town hall.
Yeah, I think that's what I was going to say, Carbon. I think that's the bigger case here. I think the Royal Champion was in charge of getting the Town Hall. Now he's gonna have to adjust plan and pretty much full send at the Town Hall, or at least send a good chunk of the army at the Town Hall, as all the dragons are now in and they're gonna go right at the Town Hall with the Grand Warden. He does have those 5 invises, which he can use kind of wherever. Throws in some balloons in behind. Oh my goodness, look at all those red air bombs. It is a farm right there. Warden ability is going to protect, but these sweepers are giving them fit. There's archers in there. Stars is struggling here.
Well, if you drop that minion prince, it could take out archers. Remember, as the dark orb flies across, or any of those like 1 troop housing units, as they drops another invis for the minion prince and the dragons to try to take out the spitters. But this one is looking to be the lowest attack of the war. So far, the other lowest attack came in from Einstein, who got a 73%. And then other than that, it was Gaku's attack. That was a 77. So those were the 2 lowest ones. And it looks like this is going to be quite a bit lower than both of those and bring the percentage down. So if Synchronic, General X, you get a 3-star. And then if Kazuma doesn't, Mark does. Things are looking different.
Yeah, it's tough. But the big thing here, Carbon, is he got the 2-star. That's the big factor. If that was somehow a 1-star, Navi could have been in trouble. But he was able to secure the 2nd star. Remember, they're still up 2 triples. Getting 2 triples, going 2 for 2 is very, very difficult. So Synchronic still have a very uphill battle. The last dragon goes down there. It's going to be very low. But also, if you're Navi, you still got to feel good about your chances.
Oh, he's coming with something completely different than what I'm guessing here. He's bringing wait, Zap Dragon 6 lightning spells? With a giant... Wait, he's going to try a giant arrow. The whole core? With the queen? Hold on. Something's about to happen with this queen arrow.
Let's see it here, Carbon. There's a lot of zap value to be had in the middle of this base. He's setting things up. Ice Hound over there on the left, which will provide a little bit of tanking there for the minion prince, allow him to get more. There goes the zaps all in the middle, getting that merge defense out. I think there's a rage tower in there as well. A lot of good defenses there, zapped out, but it is a heavy investment. He's got some really great value. There goes the giant arrow through the middle of the base. The queen will go ahead and just set things up. He gets one of the sweepers out there. She's going to accompany these dragons, set the pathing, but he's also got the minion prince in there accompanying, setting some pathing. But also look on the opposite side of the base. The flame flinger's doing some great work. He's off to a good start, but there's a lot remaining.
What an Ice Hound. That minion prince snuck into that section over there. Will come back to life with the Phoenix. Continuing with the Warden and the dragons to the top side. A brilliant, look at this. A rage for the minion prince to take out the enemy minion prince. And then he'll come back to life. And he'll be having the Phoenix. Wait a second, this raged up mini prince is doing work over there.
Yeah, he wasn't even down because of the metal pants, Carbon. Remember, they negate a lot of that damage. That allowed him to get through the model. Now he goes to Phoenix. He's got the Royal Champion throwing those spears. This is looking really good for General X. A minute 28. He does have to deal with the enemy Royal Champion. He's feeling good. He's flexing. He's pumped up, and it's looking like a 3-star for Synchronic. The first part of the deal is done, but they still need a lot of help. They have to get a defense, and I'm losing my voice, Carbon. Oh, no.
Yes, it was a dragon attack, but this is the attack of the day, utilizing the Ice Hound and then a minion prince soloed towards the bottom side, and really the perfect execution of that minion prince ability of the metal pants. But here we go. Kazuma. If you triple, you lock up the victory and force the next match. But if you don't, even if you get a 99% or a 99.99999%, it doesn't matter. If it's not a 3, then Mark can clutch with their final attack as this RC is pushing through the bottom. Invis off to the left, Invis to the right side, allows her to go into that cannon to help take that down. Still will have one more invis and can pull the RC back with a recall.
Gonna get the ricochet cannon. Let's see if she sets off the bomb. She gets the bomb and the Tesla. The Giga Bomb is now off, or the tornado, excuse me, not Tesla, wrong word there. But that's pretty huge. Also, the Fox pulls, did he miss the Fox on the recall somehow? Pulls the poison spell out, so he won't have to deal with that. Queen is starting to work through here. King is gonna come in from the right side. It's a great opener. I think he got everything he was hoping for on the opener. Maybe wanted to get the Fox recalled as well. I'm not sure why the Fox wouldn't have been recalled there, but it definitely looks to be taken out. Here come the heroes through the middle now.
Tired. The Fox is taking a nap, let it be there. It just didn't want to get pulled back. Unfortunate Fox there, but the log launcher's moving straight into the core, taking out the monolith, sniping it with the logs. King's ability went off, taking out that top side, and now we got a Yeti's Headhunter working through the King. Can grab the multi and the poison spell tower as the Root Riders are going to push their way towards this town hall with that recalled Royal Champion.
Yeah, something to keep an eye on, these ice golems down at the bottom. I think the Yeti should be able to take them out. But he's got really great pathing through here. Just got to get to the town hall. Still has a rage spell, still has a freeze. Also 6 super barbarians there. Royal Champion is in there taking down the town hall. Town hall's going to fall. Great overgrowth. 65%. Smile on Kazuma's face. Kazuma's feeling good about this one so far. And there's still a lot of defenses up, but he has also still got a lot of force and a lot of healthy heroes with the rage spell.
Yeah, with a rage freeze, couple super barbs to move through. It's all about the timing of these spells. There you go. There's a nice freeze pushing his way through the backside. Look at these Root Riders up. We still have the healers, which means that they're going to keep these troops alive. And Kazuma and Navi are not only putting up a single triple, not 2, but 3 triples. The first time we are seeing 13 stars when the opponent runs different bases. Unbelievable performance here from Navi to force a bracket reset no matter what Mark does. Now, this attack is actually important for momentum, just like you said. It's for that morale, especially for Mark to say, hey, you know what? This worked. Maybe I can continue with it. I'm feeling good. I can triple again. It's the worst feeling when you come in with an attack and then something goes wrong instantly, and then you react to it, and then it just mentally wears on you. But let's see as Mark charges this RC straight into this monolith, continues right near this defensive minion prince. But if she can grab this valley, okay, nothing more than just that monolith there to help set up that initial funnel.
Looking good so far. He's going to have everything coming in here from the bottom side, or not everything, I should say. The Root Riders coming in here from the bottom side with the Minion Prince, Royal Champion redeployed, Queens over there on the left-hand side. Got a long way to go to the Town Hall, but remember, this is all just to feel good about itself because the war is over. Navi has won this war, forcing the bracket reset. We will see these two teams playing again in the next matchup, with the winner taking home $10,000 and being crowned our Worlds Warmup champion. Also, Carbon, don't forget, Marco announced our World Circuit for 2025 will begin in April. So huge news here in the Worlds Warmup. Let's see who will win in our next matchup, though. Will it be Synchronic? Will it be Navi? But first, Mark, let's see if he can triple.
As this Root Riders continuing, triggers that Giga Bomb right near that Town Hall, but working onto it. Does have the Minion Prince ability, and very nice there across the base. But does have the pants onto the Minion Prince. Can continue to step right on through. Does he get more value? He probably should with the Tesla, the multi over there. But the air defense is waiting for the Minion Prince. He's going to go down really quickly as the metal pens have worn off. Comes back to life with that Phoenix, but does secure the multi-target Inferno. Does pop that Queen ability. I mean, with a minute left, the biggest threats remaining is the multi-arch tower and that ground expo. If the healers keep that Queen alive, he might be able to do this.
That's the big factor here, is the Queen's health. She's looking pretty good. If that Root can open up this wall here, that would be really nice. Also, well, I guess he doesn't actually need that wall. I lied. Doesn't need the wall open, but if the Root can tank, that'll be good. All right, Queen's working, 42 seconds. Time's not a factor here. It's all about if the Queen can get these last few defenses, and that multi-arch tower is just, she's just doing so much work to the Queen. Come on, Queen, hang on. Minions distract, and the Queen's gonna go down, and it's gonna be a 2-star. Oh, man.
With that Queen going down, unfortunately not able to get the triple. It is just in the 90s for the 2-star. Nice try, Mark, but he knew that he couldn't even win with a 3. But congrats to Navi forcing the bracket resets. Here we go. The match has begun, as it is now the official final match. The bracket reset is here, as Philip for Synchronic is kicking us off. The winner here will take home $10,000, and it's all down to these final attacks. Let's see if Synchronic can start off with a potential 3-star, trying to take down Yada's base.
Well, and that is actually a really nice start with Angry Jelly Queen Charge into recall. Really unique way of approaching this. As I said earlier, I just love those unique approaches to the bases. And the next step for him now is to set up the pathing. Again, we're seeing more and more people using the Minion Prince. The Minion Prince is just such a strong hero. It's crazy. And especially in hard mode with the pros are utilizing a lot as well the Dark Orb. It is just such a powerful equipment of slowing down so many of those key defenses. This means way less damage on your troops.
Yeah, with that Warden Billy protecting the roots into the core, as we do have Ice Golems coming out of the defensive clan castle. Mini Princes continue to solo to the left. Mini Prince does have the Phoenix. Overgrowth now being placed to the top side when the defensive rage spell was activated, meaning that it will stall that up so it won't come back later. As the RC tries to continue her way to the core with her ability, we got Valks and a couple of Hogs coming out of that siege barracks to try to clear the Monolith, but the Monolith is quite annoying. Finally now officially goes down.
Yeah, finally going down indeed, but we have the Overgrowth now coming back, and we have a lot of powerful defenses waking up again and being about to fire at those attacking troops, but luckily the Queen is able to quickly take them out. Diggy's there as well, but I mean, he says a lot of spells, right? Those spells have to carry, and the Royal Champ ability has to keep that Royal Champ alive. The Hogs are coming in, tanking for the Royal Champ. Another freeze to keep those Hogs and the Royal Champ alive, and this is looking good for Synchronic.
A perfect freeze there. He's liking it. They're going to ignore the Giga Bomb. Royal Champ goes to the Wizard Tower. Queen's up top. She'll continue to make her way to the bottom Wizard Tower, which will also help with cleanup as she makes her way down there with 40 seconds left. And this is a fantastic start here for Philip, and Synchronic is going to put some pressure onto Navi here in the Grand Finals. The last match here of the Worlds Warmup. Winner take all. Congrats to Philip, as starting it off with a 3-star is not an easy thing to do. So Klaus is now taking it upon himself to set the tone for Navi. He is the first attacker for them, with the Root Riders as well, starting with the Royal Champ to go directly into the Monolith to help try to snipe that early as the RC continues her charge.
And it's interesting that we keep seeing bases that return, which the teams have just failed before that. So, for example, this base was failed from Stars in the match just before, where he had to, like, somehow put all of the dragons into the town hall in between the sweepers and the fire spitters, kinda. And this time now, they're having a complete different approach. Royal Champion charging from the opposite side. But the question now is if this can somehow work for them. He's trying to, he created overall really solid pathing with clearing out the Monolith compartment, already one of those raged up defenses. But the Rage Tower still at the core looks really, really deadly.
Yeah, that rage spell in the middle, once activated, it's going to be very difficult to push through, especially with the Root Riders, since the Ricochet Cannon is there, will hit your troops. Now, like Dragons will just completely ignore it, as the King is slowly pushing through the Ice Golem, continues to get frozen, and there is the Queen, who has a Golem log launcher to pair in, sending the Golem. There was a Spring Trap, won't matter because can't get sprung there. As a King and Queen, it looks like, does the Queen get pulled into the compartment? Doesn't look like it just yet. Tassels are popping, even more ground skellies. Wow, tons of ground skellies here. Doing some work, distracting, but the Queen steps in and a log launcher trying to open up the core.
Yeah, now we have again this pathing which was set up from the heroes on this far right side, but the air defense and the bomb tower might distract the Root Riders, so he has to make sure that they're not getting distracted there. He has the Overgrowth spell for the core, but right now he's just trying to have his Queen pushing in there. So the question is he going to use the Overgrowth there? Maybe for the Fire Spitter in the back end, and that's exactly what he does. The Royal Champ pushing the troops back into the middle part of the compartment of the base.
Yeah, with that, Giga Bomb is about to activate there, hits the troops but continuing to push into the Town Hall. That Giga Bomb actually ended up finishing off the Royal Champion, which means that the multi stays up as he has to continue with that Queen ability, now pulling a bunch of red air bombs, and these healers taking the damage. Another Seeking Air Mine there, Tornado Trap spinning him around, and things are fading away quick. Pear's in a freeze. Unfortunately, he won't be able to continue this push through, and it looks like Philip, who got the triple, is going to have a defense to start off against Navi.
And overall, that's a really solid defense. We have seen that Synchronic, even in their fails, typically, they'll get around the 90% mark. But the question is, with this overall 80% roughly, is that still enough for Navi? I mean, we have already seen, for Navi, there were a lot of hits or misses in the first match within the finals, where we have seen it was a 3-star or roughly 70% 2-star attack. Question now, though, is, can they step up within the next attacks?
Super Witch is coming back. It is not a Fireball Rocket Loon, but Super Witches with that Fireball. And he's probably definitely going to go pair in the Fireball to hit the Town Hall or damage it, Earthquake it, and then use the Queen's Giant Arrow to finish it off.
And we have already seen the first match of Synchronic that an outside Tesla has really messed them up. So you need to be careful with those fireballs. If there's a random Tesla popping up, they need to react quickly. He has 5 invisibility spells total, which means he has the option of turning a lot of defenses invisible. But it will be for sure really, really intense as soon as that fireball is getting launched. Right now. And it's again
a Tesla
an outside
again?
Tesla yet again. You cannot make this up. It is non-stop happening to them.
Not only them, but him. This is the second time happening to Einstein. A little troll Tesla pops up right in front of where a Warden would charge, and stopping the value from coming through. And that could be the saving grace that Navi needed to make a comeback in terms of just at least one triple. That could be huge here, as now he's continuing this push into the town. All this area, the spitters, all that was supposed to go down, including the Town Hall probably with that Queen's ability, but now he's going to have to use the Queen ability somewhere else because it's not going to get that Fireball value.
Oh, this is so rough, especially those Super Witches, or in general those heavy push attacks, is really problematic because, well, you don't get the outside buildings and the outside defenses, which means all of those outside non-defensive buildings won't go down, and you're really missing out on those percentages. Right now, he barely crosses the 50% mark, and he has not many troops to reinforce. There's another outside Tesla at the top side, which means, oh, this is going to be a really low percentage, and if Navi is going to catch 1 or even 2 3-stars, this would give them a really, really huge chance of winning this match with this really low percentage 2-star attack. But again, we already mentioned it, like the outside Tesla anywhere could be problematic, but it seems like Navi is just keep predicting those fireballs, and it's just so good at defending them with those outside Tesla.
That's all it takes. The Tesla placement makes the difference there. And it would be crazy. Yeah, it happens twice to a team, but it happens twice to the same player. Einstein, not only once, but then again, where the Tesla pops up and you see his reaction 2 times in a row, and he just can't get away from that Fireball going to a Tesla to the outside. Now I'm really curious, if that Tesla wasn't there, would the attack have worked? Would it have been a 3-star? Granted, 3 stars is still very difficult, but Einstein, nice try. Now it's going to be the lowest attack of the war. Klaus's attack was a 78%. While Philip did get that triple, Synchronic will still have the lead.
The question is if they can somehow replicate that. Gaku is in again with a mass invisible Royal Champion charge. This is the strategy which worked for him as well in the match versus Elevate. They knew the base back then, but still, it felt like the most successful approach and strategy for Gaku so far.
Yeah, with that Queen and the Angry Jelly sniping those defenses to the outside while the RC continues her charge towards the Rage Spell Tower, and then the Boots will finish off the Scatter just like that. Great job. as now the RC continues into the core, moving closer to this town hall, and yep, he's gonna invest the rage, gonna go for that town hall, and she's taking that down. Wow, Gaku's RC doing work.
Just the combination between the Rage and the Haste Vial from the Royal Champ is just so good. Particularly that she's just not stopping. He has another 2 invisibility spells going for the Bitter Hunt. Is he going to get a multi-arch tower? That would be crazy. No, it's going to be an emerged cannon there. That is obviously not having as much value compared to the multi-arch tower since he's doing an air attack. But overall, great value. He's decided to not invest the last invisibility spell because, as we said, the cannon on the back end is not as crucial to take down compared to any other troops or defenses. But I think we should take a look at this bottom air defense. The dragons are not inside that warden ability, and the air defense has to go down, but the dragons are going down quickly as well. The rocket loons to save the day.
Yeah, the rocket loons were specifically designed to go for that air defense because we've seen other attacks where air defenses absolutely shred the dragons. Now this blimp will be nice with these Yetis to go for that monolith. And we have the Minion Prince launching some of the Skellies, continuing right on through here. Now he's probably going to try to save these other 2 rocket loons for the top side air defense if he could somehow path his way into that. Well, hang on. He could use an invis onto the Wizard Tower and Mortar and snipe the air defense with that invisibility spell. That's my guess.
Yeah, let's see if he sees that. I mean, this is kind of fancy. I think the plan would be amazing to like turn those to invisible and then use the rocket loon. But I don't think he's going from a different angle. He still got the air defense, so he still should be alright.
I mean, it's better than my plan because he still has the invis at this point, and he doesn't even need the invis. Okay, look at that. And 3-star for Gaku. Now they take the lead with the percentage. Well done. And oh my. And of course, he's swagging in hard mode. Gaku, take it easy on us. General X, the man who's probably always voted MVP, coming on in with a RC and the King ability right away to the outside to help clear a lot of this stuff, including the defensive RC. And his Royal Champion is going to charge away into the core.
Okay, again with an Ice Sound, so maybe Minion Prince charge somewhere. Just looking if there is any weakness when it comes down to like a possible exposed compartment, which is not getting covered as much by, for example, air targeting defenses. But this so far seems to be not the case. The Royal Champion really struggling with her hit points, I believe, but she has the active ability. There goes the Earthquake. Ooh, he has to reinvest the invis there, taking a lot of damage. Now he needs to make sure that this Royal Champ is not going down, but the new merged tower should not go down because of the 1 invisibility. Kinda swagged, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunate there. It was not able to be the exact tile where he wanted to protect the Royal Champ, but let's see if he can still come through with the attack as a handful of balloons looking to take out the Archer Tower. Baby Dragons look to grab these buildings down south. Minion Prince solo to the left side at this point to help set a funnel. Maybe joining with the Dragons. We'll see as they are also placed. Now Blimp can go fly for that Town Hall as he's going to push the Dragons behind the Sweepers as the ability now goes off.
Ooh, and the Ice Hunt was a little bit too late, which means the Minion Prince took a lot of damage. Town Hall should go down with the Rage Yeti's Blimp. And we have as well the Ice Hound doing a nice job of tanking, providing some tanking overall. The Minion Prince ability was quite nice. Another Rage going down to empower that Minion Prince even... Oh no, even further, but the Minion Prince goes to the outside.
Unfortunate there, the Ice Hound that went up top is not really going to be able to tank for anything, as we have a few Dragons that have now gone, well, to the bottom. We got one all the way up to the top side, and this one is definitely not going to be a 3-star here, as he's trying to grab as much percentage as possible. But Navi, with the percentage lead at the moment, is looking good. This one's trying to approach into the 80s, and at this point in the Grand Finals, 80s, you want to try to hit it up into the 90% range to be comfortable if you want to win on a percentage victory. As remember, this is the final match here of the Worlds Warmup. This is a bracket reset. Nothing else after this. As General X comes in with an 84, no, probably an 85% 2-star here in this attack, as we will have only 3 more attacks to come in from Navi and 2 more for Synchronic, which include Leo and Mark.
Navi is up next, and they're going in with Yara, and we're seeing another dragon attack. The 12 invisibility spells to really give that Royal Champion the option to push as far as possible. And wait a second, that is again a similar looking base, exactly the base actually, what we have just seen, where we have seen Gaku get so much value inside the core of this base.
Oh, well, let's see if we can replicate it. We got Synchronic running the same base, just like what Elevate was doing. Okay, well, we're seeing the RC path her way from the left with the Invis, continuing right on through. There's another invisibility as she can go in towards this raid spell tower. And after this, oh, wait, taking some damage. It goes invisible from the Fox. Now, Pop's ability. Does he decide to invest a rage of his own and a lot of invises all the way to this town hall?
Well, this attack already is looking completely different to what we have seen before, because Gaku's Royal Champion went behind the tunnel where the clan castle is, and with the haste vial and the rage spell, he got pretty much everything over there. And for this one, the Royal Champ went to the bottom side instead, so complete different outcome. Is he going to invest the rage now or not for the town hall? It seems like that he's just going to go for as much damage as possible with the last remaining hastes, and Monolith and the merge tower going down.
That's some nice value there, but the town hall remains standing. Baby Dragon off to the right. Going down with the dragons now with that warden. Gonna push his way right on through. We do have headhunters, archers coming out, but pay attention to this warden ability. Does have to clip the blimp. Okay, just barely getting that blimp protected to fly all the way to the town hall. Gonna activate the Gigabomb, lands, and then the Yetis get hit by the Gigabomb with ice golems coming out of the clan castle, which if they freeze, oh, okay, that was close. Because if they were to die and freeze, those Yeti mites would not have been able to secure the town hall.
But with the blimp and the rage, that was not as much value, right? Like, he took down a fire spitter in the town hall, but at the same time, that fire spitter pointed into the wrong direction anyways. And the dragons were dying really quick. Take a look at this. We have like 1 or 2 dragons only alive at this point. We have the minion prince here with abilities, so he will be able to provide some more DPS and some more buildings going to be going down. But the entire core is still left alive, and this should be, maybe depending on how the troops are pathing, maybe an 80-85%, but for sure not a 3-star.
Yeah, it won't be a 3, especially with what's remaining to the top side of this base. And probably a few traps that here they are being pulled. The minion prince has the Phoenix. Once he drops the Valkyrie, it will pull the ice golem somewhere. So my guess is he's probably going to drop the Valk down south to help clean up those buildings anyways. He's just waiting patiently. Then 4 rocket loons, but they're only going to be defensive targeting, so they can't clean up any of the bottom side stuff. Maybe drop him from the left into that spitter to help take that down, and then even try to grab a sweeper. Oh no, he tries to... Okay, he goes for one of the sweepers, but is it able to take it down? Okay, one goes down, but not able to grab a spitter. Didn't go anything there. He closes in almost near a 90. 89% here for Yada.
It's another super witch attack. Okay, let's concentrate. Make sure that the fireball is not getting distracted yet again by another Tesla. There goes the fireball early, not waiting for too long, and making sure that there is no Tesla popping up and wasting the entire potential of this equipment.
Yeah, imagine another Tesla hitting. That would just be devastating. You have to make sure that doesn't affect your attack, but you never know. Things happen, and that would be bad. But he is able to get past it as Leo's going to continue to push through with the skeleton spell distracting the ricochet cannon. Yeti up top, balloon out in front of the healers. Baby Dragon's going to move down south to help grab some of those buildings while the Queen and Warden are going to work together. Coming right behind the spitter, and here goes the super witch's Queen. Oh no, her ability may be forced if these healers do not transfer off to heal her back up.
The Queen ability is forced early, but this means as well more healers in general in that attack. The clan castle is approaching versus those giant skeletons, and there's now a heavy damage area with the rage tower as well. The king on the outside. Oh no, the king. Okay, the king is now going in there. We have as well the new siege machine. Keep throwing those test balloons in to make sure that the healers are staying safe. More rages now getting deployed this time around versus there were Was there? I think there were super wall breakers inside one of those barrels as well. Now we have the Royal Champion to take down the tunnel because all of the troops are going around it. This is a heavy investment, and that Royal Champion is going to hit that Giga Bomb, I believe.
Will hit the Giga Bomb. The Fear Fox does not, so it stays out in front. That RC is actually getting some nice value up to the right. Makes the Super Witches invisible. Does have some healers to try to keep him alive. Pairs in a freeze to the backside, but unfortunately loses the Royal Champion. You definitely don't want to lose the Royal Champion on the outside, and it's looking like a 2-star here for Leo, as we only have one more attacker, which will be Mark, to try and come in for the final attack. And it could be Mark getting a 3-star to force Navi to have to triple. It comes down to stars and Kazuma. It is stars, and it is dragons here with the invisibility vial and frozen arrow on that queen to start.
Yeah, again, to push the Royal Champion into a specific direction to get the value which is needed. We have, again, a similar looking base to what we... Was it actually the same base? Looks at least really similar. No, it's exactly the base which Stars failed the last time, I believe. Where the Royal Champion charge did not go the way where he wanted it. Now he's redirecting and going from the complete opposite side. And this time again into the Monolith with the Royal Champion charge and overall 11 invisibility spells. That's a heavy investment. Making sure... Oh, the Queen died through the invisibility spell.
Yeah. I saw that the Queen was not able to utilize that full invisibility spell, and the Clan Castle pulling the RC a little bit. Does have her ability, but he's dropping dragons now, trying to multitask as the RC can path continuing into the core. Invis, so that the ice golems are not going to distract the rotation. Oh, wait a second. Where's she going? Oh, backtrack. Oh, my goodness. She's going left and right.
She is moving so quick with the rage and the active haste vial. Town Hall is going down indeed. And now everything is relying on those dragons. He's investing another invisibility spell to get the Bitter Huts as well. Because remember, getting those out of the way means that the dragons have less likely to go into their directions. And traps are not as likely to hit him. Getting even a sweeper and an Inferno Tower. Right now there's dragons everywhere. Yes, there's a Bay Dragon working already at the bottom side. So time is hopefully then not an issue for him. But it's only 1 minute and 30 seconds left as he's starting deploying his dragons from the top side now, Carbon.
With that, Warden joining in, sending the Minion Prince with the dragons. We've seen some attacks where the Minion Prince goes solo away from the dragons here, but trying to work together. Waiting on the Warden ability. Wants to get the best value. Let's see. Pops it now before one of the dragons was going to die to the air defense. The poison spell is going to get launched here. 3 rocket loons probably to try to go help grab the air defense to the right side. But we do have a multi-archer tower to the bottom. Queen off to the left, and the Queen is defending that clan castle. If it comes down to it, the Queen might be the MVP, trying to stop that clan castle from going down.
There's just as well so much splash damage with the scatter shot on the back end. He's now trying to snipe that air defense, but there is some Tesla as well to provide some tanking. Black Mine to hit those loons, but the air defense is still going down. That is massive as he keep moving through. Black Mine hitting the dragon, which is already nearly dead. There's 27 seconds. The Wizard Tower is about to be sniped. The Bakery at the bottom side tanking and providing some cleanup. But in 20 seconds through all of those storages, and Carbon, I don't think that that's possible.
There's no way he's able to push through here, especially with the clan castle remaining in the middle of this base. It's all good. You could get it 99%, but Synchronic is like, you know what? That's fine. We just have to deliver a 3-star.
Pressure is on. Marcus in. And we're seeing a Royal Champion. No, wait. It is... Oh, God, another fireball. Okay. Carbon, get ready. The Troll Tesla is about to pop up and about to mess up the entire attack. Hopefully not. Let's see.
Oh, no. Hopefully not. Let's see. Invis. Tesla. No, Tesla pops. Okay. Lands Earthquakes and takes out that valley to start, and now places the Queen with the Ice Golem out in front.
Ooh, I love that one archer. The one archer order to take down the air defense. Those are the small things which I really love about those plans. Like if you add those for like cleanup purposes, obviously having to not worry about a back-end air defense, why not? Even with those ground attacks, with like the minion prints being a thing and everything, those air defenses can be a difference maker as well. He's now approaching with everything into the tower compartment. Needs to create the counter funnel though to really push everything in there, and that's exactly what the Royal Champion does right now. With having a fireball opening, he is having the Hot Rider Puppet, which means he has the extra protection for the Royal Champion, but he does not have the extra protection for his troops because there is no warden ability in this army composition anymore.
Ooh, and the Minion Prince ability is kind of forced off to the left side, not able to pass his way deep into the core. We do have 2 spitters, but he's kind of avoiding that area as the Queen is getting stuck onto these ice golems as the Royal Champion ability has now been forced. Trying to continue into the scatter, does pair in a freeze. Doesn't have too many spells left with the Queen ability.
Oh, there's a lot of damage. I think Royal Champion just went down or is about to go down, especially now with those traps. And this is what the problem is, right? You're having the crazy fireball, which looks explosive and great in the beginning, but this means they're really missing out on that Eternal Tome Warden ability later on in the attacks. And right now, it just seems like there was too much damage around the Rage Tower, and this has really cost him. Or just imagine he could have saved that Minion Prince ability with the Warden ability in the bottom side. And this is not looking good right now for Synchronic, and this means with another 2-star, Navi just needs a solid percentage 2-star and would win the finals, and is getting this comeback victory.
A comeback victory from the lower bracket, forcing the bracket reset. It was actually Synchronic that did that exactly last year, coming from a lower bracket. And I think it was against Navi, right? For a gold ticket there, I believe I'm not mistaken. But they're getting their revenge. Navi got sent down to the lower bracket, coming back, and now all they have to do is get a solid 2-star, and they will win $10,000.
That is correct. And as well, I feel like we haven't seen a different style of attacking. While Synchronic really loved those fireball attacks, Navi just stayed to the Electro Boots and the Royal Champion charges.
They just need a 2-star. Technically, they need 33% in order to win, but they need that 2-star, so 1 star is not enough. But so a 50% 2-star, and you are victorious, and you can take it here, Kazuma. Good luck with these dragons.
He's again setting up the pathing for the Royal Champion, which right now really is the name of the game for those pros, to make sure that Royal Champion is getting even further value because of this Electro Boot equipment, just getting the entire core. And this was so far the secret sauce for them to get out of those crazy 3-stars. Minion pretty thin for the back end, but the Queen with the Angry Jelly, always such a game changer of really redirecting the Royal Champ into the right direction. But right now the Royal Champ going everywhere, but not where she's supposed to go.
Yeah, with that RC off to the right side, that's okay. You know, all he's looking to get is the 2-star at the end of the day. Let's see as the Town Hall remains. Does have that blimp to be the security blanket. And remember, it can't be a 1, because a 1 is not enough. It'll lead to 10 stars. But they would win potentially on percentage, and that's not what you're going for. So let's see, as the dragons are down with the minion birds and that warden, and then the blimp is going to fly to the core to help try to secure that town hall.
And let's see if he has any sneaky goblins in there, since, well, there is a closed compartment, so there can't be really any traps around, or if there's anything different. Seems to be Yetis, though. I'm not really sure because he turned things invisible. But yes, it seems to be Yetis. The town hall is going down indeed. And this... Wait, is it? Wait. Okay,
yeah.
It is now going down. It took a little bit longer than expected. But this means that Navi is winning this match and is winning the warm-up championship here.
Well done to Navi. Coming through the lower bracket. Granted, they only played 1 match in the lower bracket, but still, against a team like Synchronic, having to win 2 times in a row, that is not an easy thing to do. And Kazuma doesn't have to worry about anything else, just dropping some troops around to finish off this attack. But congratulations to Navi. It was Synchronic that won Worlds last year. They won the Worlds Warmup last year. So is this the sign that you win this Worlds Warmup, that you are having a potential of winning the World Championship? Well, definitely could be, as $10,000 now goes to Navi. Congratulations to Navi winning the Worlds Warmup and taking home a cool $10,000. The very first tournament of the year.